Hi, my name is Joanna Reynolds with Pink Cactus Studio, and today we're going to be painting this beautiful tree of life. I'm going to walk you through every step of the way, and I promise you're in good hands. You're going to need yellow, orange, pink, purple, teal, blue, light green, dark green, brown, and black. I think that's all of them. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, let's get started with a couple of lines for the trunk of the tree and then a couple of lines for the branches and the roots. And then you start wiggling the trunk of the tree. It's just an S curve, and then wiggling the other side. And you can change and adjust the wiggle to this tree later. You can also start wiggling out the roots. And they don't have to go in any specific wiggle pattern, just make them nice and flowy. That's the name of the game with this painting, is just make it nice and flowy. As long as everything sort of like flows together, then it'll look really nice. And we're just adding some more roots, and then all you have to do to add like these little branches off the roots is just keep going in that same direction downward, or to the left and to the right, but mostly down, and you just branch it off from one of the ones that you started from the tree trunk. And these don't have to be perfect right now. You're just sort of mapping out where you want your tree to live. And if it's messy, because we're going to paint in between, and we're also going to paint the tree again. So don't worry about making the tree perfect at this point. And then what you're going to do is you're going to thicken up the the roots closer to the trunk of the tree. They get thicker and then they get thinner as they go out. And you're just going to fill in all of this middle area where the tree trunk is. So it's just thicker towards the tree trunk and then thinner as it moves out. If you can make it really thin at the end, more power to you. I have a very heavy hand, so I don't make things very thin. And then just fill in the tree trunk here. And it's okay if things look thin or messy at this point. So see how I didn't like the shape of my tree trunk, so I adjusted it. And then you're going to do the exact same thing that you just did, but up in the branches area. And see how you just branch off from the branches that you've already made. And these are just wiggly. They just flow from the tree trunk, from each other. They can overlap each other. That's totally fine. I wanted to add a couple more down at the bottom so it's a little bit lower. And then again, thicken up closer to the tree trunk and thinner as they go out. And then you want to make sure that dries first before you start this next step. So then you're going to start with yellow, and you just make a wiggle in the middle, a wiggle on the top of the yellow, and then a wiggle on the bottom of the yellow. It really doesn't matter what the wiggle shape is here, just as long as it's not super straight, and again, that it just flows. So you're going to do yellow on the other side as well. And see how I'm overlapping on the tree? It's okay, because I'm going to paint the tree back later. And then you're going to add an orange wiggle on top. And it's okay if it blends in with the yellow. That's going to look really nice. And then an orange on the bottom of both sides. So you want to do both sides here. So you do orange that way, then you'll do pink on all four parts. Leave a little space for purple. And then this is where I decide to sort of like change the shape of my yellow. So I grabbed some orange and wanted the shape of my yellow to like point at the end. I don't know why. You do not have to do that. You can keep yours whatever shape you want, but if I do it on one side, I have to do it on the other side. So we're just gonna go with it there. And it can blend in with it, and it looks like I'm adding some more here, and it just is what it is. So we're just going to keep moving forward, and if I want to later I can add more yellow, but I mean, looks like I'm just going to go for it here. And then you just sort of have to stop so you don't overblend. And then back to the purple, and the purple should touch the branches and touch the roots. So now we're going to go up into the trees and we're going to use our light green, and we're sort of just outlining the white negative space in between the branches. You can also put the light green in the middle, and so you've got space from the branch then to the light green. So you can do it any way that you want. I suggest sort of a variety of ways to do it here. So like sometimes they might touch the branches and sometimes it might be in the middle of that space in between. So basically we're going to be adding 3 colors up here, so you want to sort of leave room for those 3 colors. So, and you can make new shapes inside. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as what the branches are doing. So see how I've got some on the outside of that white space and some on the inside of that white space, that negative space in between the branches. And see how I made some new shapes of my own. So then we're going to go in and add the dark green in here. So the dark green is going to fill in some of those white spaces that you have. And so this is where I start mixing some yellow with the green. That's your 3rd color. So I'm changing some of those colors, even the light green, just add some yellow to it, and then it'll change colors and be this lighter green, this yellowy green, and I think that looks really nice. So just sort of play around with where you want the dark green, where you want the light green, and then where you want the yellowy green mixture. And so I'm mixing on my plate the yellow and the green. And if it's not bright enough, just add more yellow in there and that'll show up. And it's okay if these blend together a little bit. That looks really nice. And then I wanted to add some more yellow in places that I've already painted. So just put yellow on top of it. It's totally fine. And you can put these wherever you want, whatever color you want. Just sort of striping it in. But see how you really want things to flow. You want them to have a nice flow and curve to them. Nothing in here is like straight lines. And so I'm just sort of deciding, okay, I need more yellow here, or I need more dark green here, or I need more light green here. So just switch it up. So don't make everything so predictable. Don't make everything the same. You want a variety of placement. You want a variety of color. And if they blend together, that's totally fine. And so you're going to do the exact same thing down at the bottom, but this time you start with blue. And see how some of them are touching the roots and some of them are in the middle. And you can even add your own new shapes in there. And then you're going to go into the teal. And it's okay if they blend. It's okay if they touch. And then your 3rd color here is the purple. And look, I'm going back to fix that yellow because I just wanted some more yellow in there, and there you go. So now go ahead and repaint the tree now that you have all of your background colored in. You can paint the tree, that way it's in the front and you don't have any of those like messy overlapping color areas, that the tree is nice and prominent in the front. Nothing's overlapping it. So now we're going to mix some black and brown, and we're going to add some curvy lines into the tree itself. So you want to kind of just like pick a spot and then go for it and let it curve and flow from the branches to the roots as well. So as long as it flows nicely with what you've got, then it's going to look fine. It doesn't have to go exactly with what you've already done. You can make it like a new wiggle, but as long as it's flowing with the lines of the tree that you've already made, then it's totally fine. So this one doesn't flow up to the branches, but it does sort of flow down and meet another line that I've made. And this one doesn't go up, it sort of stops in the trunk of the tree and then will flow down into the roots. And you don't have to cover up everything, but you do want this dark brown to touch every part of the tree. So like make sure it touches somewhere in each branch, make sure it touches somewhere in each root, just so it looks like you've got a shadowy spot in each of these, in each of your curvy lines. So now then we're gonna mix some yellow and brown and make a lighter brown. And this can go in places that are not dark brown or regular brown. So you just wanna find some more places that you want this light brown to go, and then again, let it flow. It doesn't have to connect everywhere, but it just needs to flow with what you've got going on. So you've got a medium tone, you've got a light tone, and then you've got a darker, like shadowy tone. And again, you want this light color to touch at least somewhere in every branch or every root. You want it to touch somewhere. And sorry about the glare with the lighting here. And I'm noticing as I'm painting that my roots kind of look like a little octopus, and that's totally fine. It'll be all right. So we're gonna add some of that highlight to every part of the tree. It doesn't have to go fill in every line, but just make sure it touches everywhere. And then I decided, okay, I did too much yellow, so I'm gonna add some more brown in there. And you just sort of layer it and get it the way that you want. And I decided I got it too brown, so now I'm gonna go back in and add some of that darker black brown because I missed some of those shadows. It looked too flat, and so I wanted to go back in and add some more of the dark shade so that it didn't look so flat anymore. You want it to look nice and flowy and have tons of lines and textures in there. Okay, so now you can switch brushes if you want to, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable for you, just stick with the brush that you had. I did switch brushes, and this took a while, and those two roots look like two legs walking. And so now you're just gonna outline your roots, and some of the lines, they can flow up into the tree trunk. They don't have to stop where like the blue is. They can flow up into the tree trunk. You can even have some lines flowing through the tree trunk, and they're just traveling on the lines I've already made. So I'm not making new lines. I'm sort of just like adding that black outline to lines that I've already done. And you can overlap, like see that branch that was in front of the other branch. If your line like overlaps, it's totally fine. And you can add a few little lines in there just to give it more texture. And there you go.
Thank you so much for painting with me today. I had a blast painting this painting with you. I hope you enjoyed it too. Please let me know on all the socials how you did, and I can't wait to see your work. Okay, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.